Hey there, good morning everybody. This is my reef tank as of today. It's July 2nd, and there's a whole lot of issues that I wanted to talk about, but I'll have to post up different stuff later. But you can see here the orange rainbow bubble tip anemone. This is one of two. It is actually doing pretty good. He's hiding there in the back. But he's pretty happy. Testing different little algae scrapers here. This is my favorite so far. This one's, I don't get it. I don't understand the hype there. And just a standard mag float, which, believe it, I like this one better than this one. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I'm not sure. Here's my sail-fin blenny or lawn mower blenny. Pretty happy, just kind of cruises around looking for hair algae. I am starting to get some algae growing in the back there. It's making my very few amount of snails happy. There's two down there. These corals came over from the other system. That's just a digita encrusting. It's a bubblegum digita, I believe. I'm not sure what this green one in the middle is, but it's starting to get its color back. Of course, the stylo, it's, you know, that thing's always going to do well and show off its colors. They grow pretty fast. Rapid grower if you're looking to get into SPS. There's a pretty large colony of bubblegum digita back here with an elkhorn right in the middle. That came from the other system and it's starting to stag out. Colors are getting deeper. Here's the Kelly's green along with a little Aptasia that I have to get rid of on a Tonga branch. And come over here. There's my Ultimate Maxima. Looking real happy. Along with my Chorus or Canary Wrasse. And here's a Canary Blenny. It's also called like a dual fang or something like that, but it's been a pretty cool tank mate for everybody. He hasn't been bullied by anybody. He hangs out with the Canary Wrasse. And there's my other orange rainbow that Andre gave me when I did an order with him. And here is some of the corals from the other tank as well. I believe that's just a green slimer there to the left, and to the right, I'm not sure, but it's starting to get some purple tips on it. Gorgeous looking coral. Pretty happy with it. Rocks are starting to get some life on there. Here's the frag rack. Still haven't placed the 30 plus corals. I've had a couple die. This one here died. That was from Andre's tank. And this coral there, you can see all white out there. That one's dead too. But other than that, the corals holding their color, showing off a little bit. As you can see, I added a sand bed that's starting to finish up its cycle process. I just wanted it to look a little more natural. And here is, oh, the sand is Tropic Eden Reef Flakes, if you're interested. Back here, just some normal clownfish on the carpet anemone. I'm not really fond of keeping a carpet anemone, but it's been, I don't know, there's some history there. Here's a the fungia. It's growing. It looks like it's starting to come down, like it's trying to get back on the sand bed. A friend of mine gave me this. It's probably 13, 14 inches long. And it was in the back corner of his tank. Similar lighting. He had some ATI lighting as well. And it's grown a little bit, but it was pretty much that size when he gave it to me. Here's some elkhorn, and there's a little coral here that I'll probably put on a frag plug. I haven't done it yet. These elkhorns are growing on the bottom, which tells me my par is kicking down nice. And here is this coral here. I'm not sure what this is called, but it was mostly purple in my other tank with just AI primes over it, AI prime HDs. And now that I have it in here, the green is starting to show up, which complements the purple real nice. And this is just another coral similar to the other one that was next to the green slimer. You can kind of see my water columns got a bunch of junk floating around. Oh, these zoas. Here's like a mushroom rock I'm looking to probably get rid of. I'm not really into mushrooms. And these zoas, not really into zoas either, but these ones are pretty cool. They came with an SPS pack I bought. And when I got it, it probably had, I don't know, half the amount of heads. Last I counted, it was up to 14, but there's more now. So it's looking pretty good. Down here, so this is a mess. I've redone everything, and I got to pin everything back up and probably build a box here for all the controllers and all the mess I have down here. But this Pacsun calcium reactor actually started acting up pretty bad. Tech support is horrible with Pacsun because no one speaks English. And, you know, you have to call Poland. There's really no one in the US that supports these very well. They get back with you 2 to 3 days later, and when this isn't working and your system's not being dosed, you really don't have time for it. So basically I added this solenoid that plugs into a normal outlet, and it's on this controller, and it's just a normal calcium reactor now. I'm still using the pump, which is dosing 0.3 liters per hour, which is just 4 or 5 drops every couple seconds or so. But it's holding my alkalinity pretty well. So calcium pretty high right now, but I did put some supplements in. I used some ESV B Ionic 2-part just to get my system back up to normal. Before noticing that this wasn't working, my calcium was down to 200 something, and alkalinity was down to like 6 point something, so it was real low. Now my alkalinity is in the mid 8s. I haven't tested in a couple days, but mid 8s, and calcium's in the lower 500s a couple days ago, which I'm sure has dropped significantly since I dosed all the ESV B Ionic 2-part. This system here is a quarantine system. I bought the water. It's a Waterbox 20, and there's a stand coming in the mail today. So it's going to be a cleanup endeavor this weekend to try to get all this cleaned up, because, you know, I've got tons of junk everywhere. And here is what I'm working with. Thank God I have an understanding lady. Anyway, so that's really it. It's doing pretty good. Lights are holding in nicely. I haven't checked the PAR yet. I know I've promised to do that, but just been really busy with work. This whole COVID-19 has us working harder than you would think that people have to work when they're working from home. The fish are actually starting to get used to me quite a bit. They know when I come up that usually food is going to happen. I did get I got 3 different varieties of this stuff that, oh man, Ty, I forgot his name. His name's Ty from Austin. He recommended this, and the fish absolutely love this stuff. I bought one with 3 different sizes. It's this pack, and there's 2 others. This is small, and this is extra small, and the wrasse loves this. He can get more in his mouth. And this is medium, which really the tangs pretty much tear this up. Also keep some nori here. I feed heavy on the nori with garlic and Selcon, and also I put frozen foods in there as well. I use this when I'm in a pinch and in a hurry. It's got garlic in it, and I use mastic. And mastic, I can't emphasize how awesome this stuff is. I can't overemphasize. This is really good stuff if you have picky, finicky eaters. My calcium reactor actually shut down on me because when I poured in some alkalinity, I actually thought it was calcium when I poured it in. So my tank had a pH spike and had basically an alkalinity snowstorm. So my pump locked up because too much alkalinity, it tends to stick to whatever it can bind to, and there was a lot of it in my pump. So I cleaned the skimmer out thoroughly, and it's re-breaking in basically. And tonight or tomorrow I plan on hanging the UV sterilizer up here on this wooden board. I bought some pretty cool mounts for it. I'll show you those later. They're 3D printed, but they're pretty cool. I got them at Bulk Reef Supply, and that should give me some room to work with around the sump. But also, of course, I'm using that Neptune magnet to hold my probes, and I have a probe holder in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but this isn't really needed anymore, so I'll probably just sell that off or something, or use it as a, I don't know, I can use it for something else. Maybe put this goofy looking holder thingy for my gravity fed ATO. Maybe I'll just rig it onto there. That way I don't have anything hanging over the sump like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Very happy with the way it looks. Getting some really nice growth now. Really nice colors out of the frags. And hopefully I can get these things situated this weekend. Get all the plugs on there. That's it.